Your proprioceptive system is your understanding of where your body is in space. And if you don't know where things are, you can't move them. And the better you know where things are in space, the more control you have. And the fastest reflexes you have come from your head sensors and go down into your ankles. But if your shoes are a problem, if they slosh around inside your shoe, your feet slosh around inside the shoes, you lose proprioception because these are unstable. And so what we want to do is we want to make the shoe become a part of your foot. Now, think, wow, how is that any of a help? Well, imagine that when you drive your car, when you get in your car, literally the car becomes a part of you neurologically. That's why you can drive around and you can see a spot and go, oh, I'll fit in there, and whoosh, you're right in, because it literally, the area that feels you is Brodmann's area 312, which is at the front of the parietal lobe. And if I reach out with my fingers, that feeling of my body goes all the way to the end of my fingers. But if I put a stick or a shoe, now that shoe is a part of 312 up here. And it's just like getting in your car, the car becomes a part of you. If you've ever watched somebody, a worker in a crane, and he's operating the crane, and he could, and literally all the way out to the ball is a part of his neurological system, and so with this, I know that was a complicated answer to that question, but we want the shoe to be a part of the foot, so that now it's literally a part of the neurological system. If your feet are slopping around inside your shoes, then it's not really a part of you, and it's going to decrease the ability for you to control your feet. You'll notice people like that, the extremes, they'll pick their feet up a lot, right? And because they're picking their feet up, the reason why is they don't know where their feet are. And so we're gonna tie our shoes differently with the concept of making that shoe suck to the foot, so that now it's a part of it. There we go. And so we're going to be putting these laces in so that we can create loops with it. Usually they're going the other direction. Notice how at the end, instead of going down, we're going to go up. Okay, and now, instead of crossing over directly, we're going to go through the next loop. See how this is going to go through the next loop before it crosses over. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, oops, sorry, and notice how it creates a loop here. Now we're going to cross over. Cross over on each side. There you go. And then we're going to do the same thing we did down here. We're going to create a loop before we cross over again. Oh, and it doesn't have that. Well, crud. Okay. All right, and there's not another hole. Okay, so now we have to go back through, but this time we're going to go back through the loops. So we're coming back through this loop here. Okay? And coming back through this loop, because we're going to go down to the last loop. And so that's how, now when we put the shoe on, when we tighten it, we're going to pull on the loops and then cinch it down. So let's put that shoe on. Nice balance. Okay, and if you put that up there, we're going to tighten it this way and this way, okay, like that, and then we're going to tighten it. And when you first do it, if you'll leave the one shoe laced the way it was originally and put it on your foot and then compare, and then you can double loop if you want. But if you'll leave the other one regular and then walk around, you'll feel the difference between the two. But how does that feel now?
Tight and good.
It's sucked up to your foot. And so now it becomes a part of your foot. And especially for athletes. So this is the way that Olympians, NCAA, I've got a buddy who trained me, he taught me how to do this, and he works with female track stars in the NCAA. And so this is how they're doing it. This is how I tie my shoes. I tie my children's shoes that way, my grandchildren's shoes that way, so that they literally become a part of their feet. Because the more you slop around, the more you lose control neurologically of the rest of the system. Because remember I said, the fastest reflex you've got comes from your head sensors and goes to your ankle. Why keep you up? Because falling down is a big problem, especially the older you get. I mean, if you're getting ancient like me, you fall, you can break a hip very easily. And so, yeah. So that's how you do it.